to Level Up with Tech, a video podcast from Beaufort County Schools. Our guest today is Tina Petty.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Level Up with Tech vodcast, a video podcast of Beaufort County Schools. I'm Amy Bennett, Instructional Design Specialist, and I have Tina Petty here with me. Tina, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have been teaching this is my 28th year on the south side of the river, Chocowinity High School, and then I moved over to Southside. I teach math, anything or everything basically from Math 1 up to AP Calculus. I have a husband who also teaches at Southside. He teaches science. Cool. And I have 2 kids. I have a son that is a junior at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, and I have a daughter who is a senior at Southside.
Did he graduate from Southside?
Yes, he did.
Awesome. That's cool. With the onset of COVID, obviously a lot of stuff has changed in our school system. What are some hurdles that you faced in the beginning?
I think the hardest thing for me, 27 years of reading my students' faces, I kind of look at them, their body language to figure out if they are understanding what I'm trying to teach them. Right. And I haven't been able to do that. I mean, especially at the first part, they were behind a camera. Right. And they don't like to leave their cameras on, so I couldn't really see them. I'm basically teaching to a little dot most of the time. So that's been the hardest thing for me is having a hard time figuring out if they are understanding what I'm teaching them. Gotcha.
Has them coming back a couple of days a week helped with
that has been amazing. Yes. The students that I have had come back are doing so much better. They're quick to tell you that it's a lot better in the classroom. I'm able to help them a lot more, and they get a lot more, one-on-one help that they needed.
That's awesome. So you've been using Desmos during remote learning. Can you show us how you use Desmos to support student learning?
Sure.
All right. First of all, the website is Teacherdesmoscom. You'll go in there and create an account. Once you've created an account, then what you can do is go to custom. If you're a math teacher, you can search pre-made different activities. But if you're not math, you'll go to custom. And then if you click on new activity, it's going to bring up all the different things you can do. You'll first of all name your activity. We'll just name it practice. And now once you do that, it's going to bring up all the different things that you can put in there. So you can add notes, you can put text in there, you can add multiple choice questions, ordered lists, check boxes. Of course, it has the math, graphs, sketches. You can add in media, tables, buttons, all kinds of different things that you can do for the Desmos. And then at the bottom, the full screen, my favorite is the card sort. So I'm going to show you a card sort just to give you an idea of what it does. So this is a card sort I created on exponential functions where I have the graphs, the equations, and the tables. And what the students have to do is they have to match each of the cards together. So an equation, a table, and a graph together. The great thing about it is you're able to see what your students have put in as answers. Here's the summary page where it'll check it if they got it right or exit if they got it wrong. Notice the names are kind of crazy. You can anonymize the names so that you don't see the students. So if you want to show it to the class, they won't see who answered what. And then the best part about it is if you go to teacher, obviously the green matches are all correct. If they have the orange matches and they got some wrong. So you can go and click on a particular student, and when you click on that particular student and click on answer key, it's going to show you exactly which matches were correct and which ones were incorrect. So the red obviously incorrect and the green are correct. So it's a great way to do immediate feedback. It can be used for any subject. You don't have to just put math in there, but it really has great feedback, and the kids love to do the matching cards.
That sounds really cool. How does Desmos help with student engagement?
The kids really like it because it has a lot of different aspects to it. For instance, my favorite that Desmos has is it has a card sort. Mm-hmm. So the kids are able to go in. They just have lots of different cards that they just have to match up with the ones. For instance, for math, I could put like equations and then put cards that have the answers, and they have to match them up.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just a different way for them to work problems out.
And that works for other subjects too, not just math.
It can, yeah. It's actually a math program, but the card sorts and everything. I mean, you can put anything in there. It doesn't have to be mathematical things that you put in.
Gotcha. That sounds neat. How about feedback? How does Desmos help with feedback?
It helps me as a teacher, especially because it has an option in here, where we can look at the answer key and I can tell exactly which ones they got right, which ones they got wrong. And then it also has parts in here where students can actually submit their answers to the whole class, or they can submit them privately. And then I can put them up on the board and anonymize the names so they don't know which students answered what.
Gotcha. That's really neat. How about cost? Is there a cost involved?
No, it's free.
It's free. Interesting. Is it easy to get started with?
Yes, it is. It is. It's pretty easy to set it up.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you for being on the show. I appreciate you coming. Good luck to you the rest of the semester.
Thank you.